Welcome to the Motivational Library.
Introduction. The gold mine you are wearing. You are standing on a fortune you have never touched. You are carrying a treasure you have never opened. If for just one moment you could open the eyes of your mind, you would see the truth. Within you exists an inexhaustible gold mine, a source so vast that it contains everything required for a glorious, joyful, and abundant life. You do not need to steal from anyone. You do not need to compete with anyone. You do not need to beg life for permission. The treasure is not outside you. It is not in the future. It is not hidden in someone else's hands. It is here. It is now. And it is within you. Most people move through life like sleepwalkers, wandering across a field of diamonds while complaining they have no shoes. They search endlessly, never realizing they are already standing on what they seek. As I observe the world, I see only two kinds of people. The first is the demagnetized man. He is ruled by fear and crippled by doubt. Give him an opportunity and he immediately asks, "What if I fail? What if I lose money? What if they laugh at me?" He is not lacking talent. He is not lacking intelligence. He is lacking connection. He has lost contact with his inner source. The second is the magnetized man. He moves with quiet confidence and unshakable faith. He knows, not hopes, not wishes, that he was born to succeed. Take away all his money today, and tomorrow he will recover it, multiplied. Why? Because his wealth does not live in his pocket. It lives in his mind. What separates these two men? It is not education. It is not family background. It is not luck. It is knowledge. A secret as old as civilization itself, yet forgotten as quickly as a dream upon waking. This is the core secret, the understanding of the miraculous power of your subconscious mind. The greatest secret of the ages is not atomic energy. It is not space exploration. It is the astonishing ability you possess to contact and release the infinite intelligence that lives within you. The truth has always been stated clearly. The kingdom of God is within you, not in the sky, not in a building, not in some distant future. Within your subconscious mind resides infinite wisdom, infinite power, and an unlimited supply of everything necessary for life, waiting only to be awakened and expressed. Plant an acorn, and the intelligence within it knows how to become an oak. It draws minerals from the soil. It reaches for light from the sun. It asks for no assistance. It simply grows unless interfered with. In the same way, the life principle within you knows how to build a healthy body, create wealth, attract love, and restore harmony. The only problem is this: your conscious mind interferes. Your fears, your worries, your false beliefs, your conditioning. This book exists for one reason: to teach you how to remove that interference. You will learn the science of prayer, the art of communicating with your inner power, so that your desires stop being fantasies and begin becoming facts. These are not theories. I have witnessed malignant diseases disappear when hatred was replaced with forgiveness. I have seen men rise from total bankruptcy to immense success simply by changing their inner dialogue. I have seen broken families restored when thought patterns were healed. Why does this happen? Because there is a sleeping God within you, not a punishing force, not a distant ruler, but the I am, the living presence beating in your heart right now. This book is your treasure map. You do not need to acquire power. You already possess it. All you must do is learn how to use it, understand it, apply it in every area of your life. Prepare yourself. You are about to discover that the solution to every problem you face is no farther away than your own thought. The great law of life is the law of belief. Believe in the treasure, and the treasure will reveal itself. Your new life begins now. Chapter 1. The Captain and the Crew. How your two minds shape your destiny. Before you can release the treasure hidden within you, there is something you must first understand. You are operating the most sophisticated instrument in the universe, your own mind. And yet, millions live in frustration, illness, fear, and limitation for one simple reason. They were never taught how to use it. You do not possess two separate minds. You have one mind with two distinct modes of operation. Psychology, philosophy, and metaphysics all agree on this truth. These two functions are fundamentally different, yet inseparably connected. We call them the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. They have been described as the objective and the subjective, the waking and the sleeping, the surface and the deep, the voluntary and the involuntary. The names are unimportant. What matters is that you understand how they work together. Because the moment you understand this relationship, you begin to master your destiny. The ship at sea. Imagine your life as a vast ocean liner sailing across open waters. At the top of the ship, on the bridge, stands the captain. He studies the horizon. He reads the maps. He observes the weather. He makes the decisions. Turn 10 degrees north. Full speed ahead. Change course. This captain is your conscious mind. It is your reasoning faculty, your intellect, your power of choice. Now descend below deck, deep into the engine room. There you find the crew. They do not see the ocean. They do not see the stars. They do not know whether the sea is calm or raging. They do not question the destination. They exist for one purpose only, to obey orders. If the captain commands full speed, they fuel the engines. If he commands reverse, they shift the gears. This crew is your subconscious mind. Here is the crucial truth. The crew never argues with the captain. If the captain orders a course toward an iceberg, the crew does not protest. They do not ask questions. They do not warn him. They obey and the ship sinks. You are always giving orders. In exactly the same way, your conscious mind commands your life. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every belief you accept, these are orders sent to your subconscious. When you say, "I can't afford this," the crew responds, "Understood. Block the means." When you say, "I always get sick in winter," your subconscious adjusts your body to fulfill that command. It lowers defenses, prepares illness. Do not blame the crew. They are faithful servants. They are only doing what you told them to do. The subconscious has no sense of humor. One of humanity's greatest tragedies is that people joke about their own destruction. When you say, "This job is killing me," the subconscious does not hear a metaphor. It hears an instruction, and it begins producing anxiety, ulcers, exhaustion, disease, because its sole mission is to obey. If you say, "I have a terrible memory. I forget everything," you have just signed an official decree against yourself. Become a captain who never sinks the ship. A wise captain never finishes a negative order. The moment a destructive thought arises, reverse it. If the thought comes, "I'm not going to make it," replace it instantly. The infinite intelligence within me knows the way and guides me to success. This is how you regain control of the bridge. This is how you steer your life toward calm waters and safe harbors. The garden and the gardener. Consider another image. Your subconscious mind is a fertile garden. Rich soil, endless potential. It grows whatever you plant without judgment. Your conscious mind is the gardener. Every thought is a seed. You plant them all day long, knowingly or unknowingly. Seeds of peace produce peace. Seeds of fear produce fear. Seeds of prosperity produce abundance. Seeds of hatred grow poison. The soil does not question the seed. It does not say, "This is harmful, I will not grow it." It grows weeds with the same power it grows wheat. Your subconscious is neutral like electricity. Electricity can light a city or destroy a body. The power is not evil. The use determines the outcome. Your subconscious is a vast power station, waiting for your direction. How the two minds interact. To awaken the sleeping power within you, your conscious mind must impress the subconscious. The conscious mind reasons. It analyzes, chooses. The subconscious does not reason. It accepts. It takes the premise you give it, and draws conclusions automatically. If you accept the belief, "People are bad," your subconscious deduces conflict everywhere. But if you accept, "Divine love fills me and those around me," it produces harmony. The subconscious works day and night. It never sleeps. While you rest, it regulates your breathing, heals your body, digests your food, repairs damage. That is why the final thought before sleep is critical. When the captain rests, the crew continues working. The power of suggestion. Your subconscious is extremely sensitive to suggestion. Tell a fearful passenger, "You look terribly seasick," and he turns pale. Why? Because your words activated his fear. Say the same thing to a seasoned sailor, and he laughs. Your suggestion finds no soil. This is your power. When the world tells you the economy is collapsing, you have a choice. You can accept the suggestion or reject it. You can say, that may be true for others, but not for me. My supply comes from an infinite source. Do not allow media, crowds, or pessimistic voices to write the script of your life. You are the captain. You choose the destination. The law of belief. The great law of life is the law of belief. A belief is not a ritual. It is not a ceremony. A belief is a thought you accept as true. Stop believing ideas that injure you. Stop believing in limitation, illness, and struggle. These are superstitions, not truths. Believe in the power within you. Believe you were designed to succeed. When your conscious mind fully accepts an idea, the subconscious executes it. Immediately, if there is conflict between desire and fear, fear often wins because it carries emotion. That is why force does not work. You cannot pull a seed to make it grow. You must water it with calm, faith, and trust. Relax, believe, allow, and the law of your mind will do the rest. Chapter 2. Your divine right to be rich. We are about to shatter one of the oldest and most destructive taboos in human history. The lie that poverty is a virtue. Listen carefully, not with fear, but with courage. Poverty is not holiness. Poverty is not humility. Poverty is not spiritual advancement. Poverty is a mental disorder of belief. If your body were sick, you would not celebrate the illness, you would seek healing. In the same way, when money does not circulate freely through your life, something is fundamentally out of harmony. Life itself is expansion. Growth is the law. Increase is natural. There is no virtue in deprivation. There is no divinity in misery. The intelligence that created you is not a god of shortage. It is a god of abundance. You were not born to survive. You were born to thrive. Money is a divine symbol. To claim your prosperity, you must first cleanse your mind of superstition. Money is not evil. Money is not dirty. Money is not immoral. Money is a symbol. Throughout history, it has taken many forms: salt, shells, cattle, metal, paper, and now numbers on a screen. Money represents circulation. It is the symbol of freedom, mobility, and life. When blood circulates freely in the body, health is the result. When money circulates freely in your life, economic health follows. Fearful hoarding creates stagnation like a clot in the bloodstream. Money must move. It is energy in motion. Condemn money, and it will flee from you. Bless money, and it will seek you. This is a universal law. Never criticize wealth. Never condemn what you desire to attract. If you call the rich dishonest, your subconscious records it and replies, "If wealth is bad, I will protect you from having it." The lie about the root of all evil. You have heard the phrase, "Money is the root of all evil." It is one of the most damaging misquotes in history. The truth is this: the love of money is the root of all evil. There is a vast difference. The love of money means worshiping the symbol instead of the source. It means placing money above integrity, love, and purpose. Money is meant to be used, not worshipped. Money is a powerful servant, but a cruel master. When you recognize the true source within you, you stop idolizing money and begin commanding it. Wealth is a state of consciousness. Here is the truth most people never learn. Wealth does not come from hard work. Wealth comes from a wealthy mind. Hard work without the right consciousness leads to exhaustion, not riches. Take a person with a prosperity consciousness and place them anywhere, even on a deserted island. Soon they will organize, trade, export, and create abundance. Give $1 million to someone with a poverty mindset, and it will disappear. The difference is not circumstance. It is the mental mold. Many work tirelessly with their hands while unconsciously repelling wealth with their mind. Hidden beliefs whisper, "I don't deserve much. Rich people are corrupt. If I have more, I will become bad." As long as these beliefs remain, the subconscious will sabotage success. Through forgetfulness, impulsive spending, missed opportunities. To be rich on the outside, you must first be rich within. When willpower fails, if you say, "I want to be rich," but your imagination shows unpaid bills and anxiety. Imagination will win. This is the law of reversed effort. Repeating, "I am a millionaire," while feeling broke creates inner conflict. The mind resists what it cannot accept. Instead, use statements that bypass resistance. Day by day, I am prospering in all my affairs. My income is constantly increasing. Money flows to me freely and naturally. These phrases do not trigger argument. They plant seeds. The one-word technique. There is a simple and powerful method to saturate the subconscious without conflict. Use one word. When you are relaxed, especially before sleep, repeat softly, "Wealth," slowly, gently, with feeling. Do not explain. Do not analyze. Just repeat, "Wealth, wealth, wealth." This single word carries vibration, imagery, and meaning. Your conscious mind cannot argue with it. Your subconscious accepts it and expands it. Do this nightly for 30 days, and watch opportunities, coincidences, and openings appear. This is not magic. It is mental mechanics. The poison of envy. There is one emotion that destroys prosperity faster than any other. Envy. When you resent another person's success, you are declaring wealth to be undesirable. Your subconscious responds by keeping it away from you. Instead, bless what you wish to receive. See luxury and feel joy. See success and feel gratitude. Say, "I rejoice in their abundance." The same law works for me. What you bless multiplies. What you curse dissolves. Choose wisely. There are no external blocks. Age is not a block. The economy is not a block. Education is not a block. These are excuses. Infinite intelligence knows no limitations. When you convince your subconscious of prosperity, life reorganizes to match it. A man lost everything at 60. Instead of despair, he imagined success vividly. The office, the phones, the contracts. 3 weeks later, opportunity found him. Not luck. Alignment. The ocean of supply. Money is not limited. If you approach the ocean with a thimble, it fills the thimble. If you approach with a bucket, it fills the bucket. The ocean does not change. Only the container does. Expand your expectations. Ask for more, not selfishly but purposefully. Say, "I claim all the wealth necessary to fulfill my divine purpose." Prosperity glorifies life. Poverty glorifies nothing. Scientific prayer for wealth. Read this prayer morning and night, slowly and knowingly. I know that money is an idea in the divine mind. It flows to me freely and abundantly. I use it wisely, lovingly, and constructively. Money circulates constantly in my life. I release it with joy, and it returns multiplied. I am grateful. This prayer rewires your consciousness, transforming debt through thought. Do not fear bills. Fear magnifies debt. When a bill arrives, bless it. Imagine it paid. Feel relief. Give thanks. The subconscious handles the how. Gratitude, the accelerator. Gratitude multiplies wealth. What you appreciate expands. What you complain about shrinks. Be thankful now, and abundance will follow. Chapter 3. Divine Healing. How to ignite the vital principle within your body. Your body is not a machine made by chance. It is a temple of living intelligence. No human science can fully replicate its precision, its harmony, or its silent genius. Yet beyond bones, blood, and cells, there is a deeper truth. Your body is the shadow of your mind. Hold your hand before a light and a shadow appears on the wall. If the shadow is distorted, you do not repair the wall. You correct the hand that casts it. In the same way, pain, illness, and weakness are not the cause. They are the reflection. The body does not fall ill by itself, nor does it heal apart from the mind. It is matter animated by thought and directed by intelligence. In this chapter, you will learn how to awaken the divine healing principle that already lives within your subconscious. No diagnosis is final. No condition is beyond repair. For infinite intelligence, there are no degrees of difficulty. Healing a wound and healing a disease follow the same law. The power that built you is the power that heals you. Once you were a single microscopic cell. Within that cell lived an intelligence that knew exactly what to do. It formed eyes to see, a heart to beat, a brain to think. No one instructed it. No one guided it. It built your entire body from nothing. Now ask yourself, if that intelligence knew how to create your body, does it not know how to repair it? Of course it does. The problem is not the builder. The problem is the interference. Your conscious mind, through fear, worry, hatred, and guilt, passes faulty instructions and blocks the healing flow. Every fearful thought is static in the signal. Healing begins the moment you step aside. The myth of the incurable. People often approach trembling, clutching a diagnosis labeled incurable. Understand this clearly. Incurable simply means curable from within. There are no incurable diseases, only people unwilling to release destructive thought patterns. If you believe illness is a punishment, healing stops. If you believe it is fate or genetics, healing halts. Your belief is the law of your body. But when you realize that illness is a message, a signal of misdirected thinking, and that thought can be changed, the miracle becomes inevitable. The 11-month body. Science confirms what wisdom has always known. Your body is constantly renewing itself. Your skin regenerates. Your bones rebuild. Your organs renew. In approximately 11 months, you are physically a new person. Then why does illness persist? Because the mental mold remains unchanged. New cells follow old blueprints. Change the blueprint, and the body must obey. The poison that blocks healing. The root of chronic illness is not weather or germs. It is toxic emotion, resentment, hatred, guilt, condemnation. These are corrosive forces. Hatred is mental acid. Poisons the bloodstream. I have witnessed arthritis dissolve when forgiveness took place. Asthma vanish when emotional suffocation ended. Ulcers heal when inner pressure was released. Ulcers do not come from what you eat. They come from what is eating you. You cannot heal the body while poisoning the soul. Choose forgiveness or choose illness. They cannot coexist. How to activate the healing law. Healing is not begging God. God already wills your health, just as the sun wills to shine. You simply step out of the shadow. Step 1. Withdraw attention from the symptom. Fear feeds disease. Step 2. Remember the healing intelligence within you. Its nature is harmony. Step 3. Affirm health with feeling, not force. Step 4. Let go. Trust completely. Once the order is delivered, relax. The subconscious takes over. A master prayer for total health. Read this prayer morning and night, slowly and with conviction. My body and all its organs were created by infinite intelligence. This intelligence knows how to heal me. Its wisdom now perfects every cell, tissue, muscle, and bone. A river of healing flows through me now. Every atom aligns with divine order. I give thanks for the healing taking place now. I am whole. I am healthy. I am complete. It is done. You are rewriting the code. Your body listens to you. Your body is intelligent. Every organ responds to authority and love. Do not curse your body. Speak to it. Say, peace, relax, all is well. Your organs must obey, because you are the captain. Healing happens during sleep. When you sleep, the conscious mind rests. The subconscious works freely. This is when most healing occurs. Never sleep in anger. Never sleep fearing symptoms. Just before sleep, repeat softly, divine healing and perfection. Let it lull you into health. Faith is the catalyst. Faith is confident expectation. It activates the law. Jesus said, "Thy faith hath made thee whole." Not belief in a person. Belief in the power within. Bless doctors. Bless medicine. They are instruments of the same intelligence. If you take medication, bless it. Say, this is a channel of healing. It works perfectly. Fear weakens medicine. Faith strengthens it. The water of life technique. Water holds vibration. Hold a glass of water. Close your eyes. Imagine golden healing light charging it. Say, this is the water of life. Drink slowly. Your body responds. Do not look back. Fear of relapse recreates illness. Do not talk about past sickness. Do not rehearse old pain. Forget it. Like a nightmare. You are new. Claim your health. Live in it. Your temple is restored. Chapter 4. The Art of Scientific Prayer. How to effortlessly imprint desire. If you wanted to build a bridge, you would not kneel on the riverbank and beg for it to stand by magic. You would respect the laws of engineering. You would calculate tension, measure weight, and choose the right materials. Not because you lack faith, but because faith works through law. Prayer, correctly understood, is not superstition. It is spiritual engineering. It is divine logic applied with precision. There is a vast difference between traditional prayer, blind, emotional, and fearful, and scientific prayer. Blind prayer sometimes works, not because of confusion, but because intense emotion temporarily overrides doubt. Scientific prayer, however, always works because it aligns with a universal principle, the law of action and reaction. Your thought is the action. The response of life is the reaction. And the reaction is certain. Become the scientist of your own life. Your mind is not a wishing well. It is a laboratory. Your thought is the initial charge. Your subconscious response is the automatic discharge. When the action is correct, the reaction is inevitable. This is not luck. This is alignment. The greatest enemy in this process is effort. Here lies the paradox that confuses millions. In the mental world, the harder you try, the less you achieve. This is the exact opposite of the physical world. To move a heavy rock, you must push harder. But in the mental realm, force creates resistance. The moment you strain, the flow stops. This is known as the law of reversed effort. When desire and imagination conflict, imagination always wins. Why struggle causes failure. Imagine a wooden plank lying flat on the ground. You can walk across it effortlessly. Your desire and imagination are aligned. Now imagine that same plank suspended 300 feet in the air between two buildings. Your desire is to cross, but your imagination screams you will fall. The harder you try to balance, the more tense you become. The tension itself becomes the cause of the fall. This is the law. And this is exactly what happens when people pray for health or money with anxiety. You say, I want to heal. But your imagination says, this is serious. I'm getting worse. That internal struggle sends a danger signal to the subconscious. And the subconscious obeys the signal. By maintaining the condition, effort does not heal. Calm acceptance does. The nature of scientific prayer. Scientific prayer is gentle. It is quiet. It is peaceful. You do not command the subconscious. You seduce it. The subconscious does not respond to coercion. It responds to faith and relaxed confidence. In quietness and confidence shall be your strength. Scientific prayer is a deep inner surrender to the truth that the solution already exists and is already active. The 3 steps of scientific prayer. For prayer to be effective, it must follow order. Step 1. Recognition. Acknowledge the problem on the physical level, but deny its spiritual authority. Step 2. Acceptance. Affirm that the solution already exists. Hand the problem over with certainty. Step 3. Gratitude. Give thanks as if it has already happened. Gratitude is the seal. It closes the envelope. You do not need to repeat a prayer endlessly. Once done with conviction is enough. If you repeat it, do so only to calm yourself, not to convince the universe. Technique 1. Visualization, the mental movie. The subconscious thinks in images. To impress it, show it a picture. Sit comfortably. Relax your body. Disconnect from the outside world. Now create a brief, vivid image of the final result, not the process. If you want to sell a house, do not imagine listings or negotiations. See yourself holding the check. Feel the paper. Read the amount. Shake hands. Feel the relief. Repeat the scene until it feels natural. The subconscious will reproduce the image as reality. Technique 2. The drowsy state method. The best time to reach the subconscious is the borderland between waking and sleep. In this drowsy state, conscious resistance fades. As you grow sleepy, condense your desire into a short phrase, 5 or 6 words. For health, divine perfection now. For success, divine success and abundance. Repeat the phrase softly, like a lullaby, until sleep takes you. Do not force it. The infinite intelligence will work on it all night. Technique 3. The gratitude method. Sometimes fear is too strong to visualize. When you try to imagine wealth, you see lack. When you imagine health, you see illness. In such cases, gratitude is the master key. The ego cannot argue with gratitude. Relax and quietly say, "Thank you, Father." Repeat it while thinking of your desire. Gratitude implies something has already been given. The subconscious accepts this assumption and moves to make it true. This is one of the most subtle and powerful forms of prayer. Technique 4. The argumentative method. This method is for analytical minds. You argue with fear calmly, logically, until truth wins. If fear says, "I am sick," you respond, "Objection. My body is energy. The intelligence that created me knows how to repair me." Present spiritual facts until fear collapses. When the inner verdict is clear, the subconscious executes the sentence. Once convinced, the result must follow. Why prayers fail? Prayers fail for 2 reasons: doubt or force. You pray and 5 minutes later say, "I wonder if it will work." You just uprooted the seed. Or you pray desperately, demanding results. The subconscious does not obey desperation. You must develop divine indifference. This means such calm certainty that you no longer worry. Like ordering coffee in a cafe. You don't panic. You don't inspect the kitchen. You relax knowing it's coming. That tranquility is faith. The power of amen. Amen does not mean hope. It means so be it. It is done. It is a legal seal. When you say amen, the case is closed. Do not reopen it with doubt. If fear returns, say, "It is done. Thank you." A real case, the lawsuit. A woman was terrified of a legal trial. She used the drowsy state method. Each night, she imagined her lawyer shaking her hand and saying, "It has been a perfect settlement." She did not worry about details. She felt the relief. Within a week, an out-of-court settlement arrived, favorable to all parties. The conflict dissolved. She held the vision. The bridge appeared. Use imagination, not willpower. Willpower is tense. Imagination is relaxed. Willpower belongs to the conscious mind. Imagination reaches the subconscious. Do not say, "I will force myself to change." Say, "I see myself free, calm, and fulfilled." Do not push the car. Use the key. Scientific prayer for daily life. For guidance. The infinite intelligence within me knows the perfect answer. It reveals the right action now. I recognize divine guidance and act upon it. Thank you. For selling property. The perfect buyer is drawn to this home. They love it and prosper in it. The price is fair. Our paths meet in divine order. I release this property with love. It is done. For forgiveness and peace. The river of divine peace flows through my mind. I forgive all, including myself. Harmony, peace, and love are my permanent state. Repeat until peace becomes natural. When peace dominates, the subconscious makes it permanent. Scientific prayer is not effort. It is alignment, and alignment never fails. Chapter 5. Relationships and Love. The Principle of Divine Attraction. Man is not an island. You were not born to walk this world alone. Life itself is a web of relationships. Your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the infinite, and your relationship with other human beings. You may possess wealth, status, and success, but if your relationships are filled with conflict, loneliness, and resentment, you are poor in the only currency that truly matters. No amount of success compensates for a broken heart. Love is not luck, it is law. Many believe love is a lottery. They think the ideal partner appears by chance. This belief is false. In the world of the mind, there are no accidents. Every person in your life, from your loving partner to your most difficult opponent, is there for a reason. You did not find them. You attracted them. Your subconscious mind is a living magnet. If you attract dishonesty, there is dishonesty unresolved within you. If you attract respect and loyalty, it is because you respect and honor yourself. As within, so without. The mirror principle. Here is a truth that may challenge you, but it will also free you. Everything that deeply irritates you in others points to something unresolved in yourself. The world is a vast hall of mirrors. When you say, "I hate arrogant people," you are not describing them, You are revealing a hidden conflict within yourself, either suppressed arrogance or buried inferiority. If you were truly at peace, arrogance would not disturb you. You would observe it like a passing cloud, without anger, without reaction. Trying to change another person without changing yourself is like scrubbing the mirror instead of washing your face. If you change your inner attitude, others must change or disappear from your life. This is not opinion. It is spiritual law. Why others react to you, even silent judgment is felt. You may smile, but if you judge your partner internally, they will feel it and respond with resistance. Vibration speaks louder than words. How to attract the ideal partner. Many say, all men are the same, or all women are the same. By saying this, they unknowingly sign a contract with loneliness. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. You cannot attract a king or queen while vibrating like an emotional beggar. You cannot attract loyalty while living in jealousy and suspicion. The inner blueprint technique. Sit quietly. Relax deeply. Do not imagine a specific person. That is manipulation, and it always ends in pain. Instead, imagine qualities. Ask yourself, what kind of love do I desire? What values matter to me? Honesty, kindness, emotional maturity, spiritual depth, stability, joy. Now speak to your subconscious. I am now attracting a loving, honest, loyal, and peaceful partner. These qualities are impressed upon my mind now. I am a magnet for this love, and it is a magnet for me. We unite in divine order. It is done. Hold the feeling, not desperation. Breaking repeating relationship patterns. If you repeat the same painful relationship again and again, it is not bad luck. It is a pattern. A woman named Sheila married 3 alcoholics. Not coincidence, conditioning. Her subconscious had recorded a model from childhood. She healed it by forgiving the past and installing a new inner image. She affirmed daily, I deserve a sober, strong, loving man. Weeks later, the pattern broke. Change the blueprint, and the house must change. The true meaning of marriage. Marriage is not a contract. It is not paperwork. It is a union of consciousness. What God has joined together means 2 minds united in harmony and purpose. If fear, convenience, or loneliness created the bond, God did not join it. Marriage is not 50-50ths. That is business. Marriage is 100/100. Each partner brings fullness, not need. Your partner is not responsible for your happiness. You bring happiness and share it. Do not be an emotional vampire. The deadliest relationship mistake. Trying to change your partner. Criticism and nagging destroy love faster than betrayal. No one transforms through attack. If you wish to help your partner, use silent prayer. Stop criticizing. Start imagining. See your partner as calm, confident, fulfilled. Affirm, my partner is guided by divine intelligence. They are loving, peaceful, and successful. As your concept changes, their behavior must follow. Ending conflict without fighting. Takes 2 to fight. If one withdraws emotionally, the fire dies. When anger arises, remember, pain speaks louder than reason. Respond with calm, not surrender. If you meet anger with peace, you elevate the relationship. Never sleep with resentment. Resolve it or pause it, but end the night with kindness. What you fall asleep feeling. Programs tomorrow. Divorce, failure, or right action. Is divorce a sin? A better question is living in emotional hell a virtue? The purpose of life is peace. If a relationship is consistently destructive, despite honest effort, separation may be wisdom, not failure. But leave without hatred. If you curse your past partner, you remain tied to them. True freedom comes when you say, I release you, and I release myself. Only then can new love enter. Dealing with difficult people. Some people are emotionally distorted, filled with inner poison. Do not drink it. No one can offend you without your consent. Visualize yourself surrounded by a glass sphere. Their words hit it and fall. Silently say, I wish you peace. Love either transforms people or removes them gently from your path. Jealousy, the silent destroyer. Jealousy is not love. It is fear. It says, I am not enough. And jealousy is creative, projects betrayal and invites it. Heal jealousy by healing self-worth. Affirm, I am valuable. I am lovable. I am unique. I have no competition. Freedom is magnetic. The third partner in love. Every successful relationship has a third presence. The infinite. Two egos alone will collide. Two minds aligned with truth will rise. Pray together if possible. Invite wisdom and solutions appear effortlessly. Prayer to attract love. I am one with infinite intelligence. There is a person seeking me as I seek them. My subconscious knows who they are. I call them now. We meet in divine order. I am ready. Thank you. Prayer to heal a relationship. This union is a divine idea. Peace governs our home. I see my partner as truth sees them, whole and free. Harmony reigns here. Love lives here. Thank you. Love is not something you chase. It is something you become. And when you become it, it comes to you. Chapter 6. Casting out mental monsters. Fear, guilt, and worry. There are no external enemies. No demons with pitchforks. No cruel fate stalking you from the shadows. No invisible force conspiring to destroy your life. The only enemies you will ever face are the ones you create, feed, and shelter inside the home of your own mind. Their names are many, but three rule them all: fear, worry, guilt. These are the true destroyers of human lives. They have caused more illness, more bankruptcy, and more premature deaths than any virus or weapon ever invented. They are energy vampires, draining vitality, blinding judgment, and freezing action. But here is the truth that sets you free. They are not real. They are shadows, and a shadow has no power of its own. A shadow can only frighten you until you turn on the light. This chapter turns on the light, and when the light appears, every monster disappears. Fear, the great liar. Fear is not a thing. It has no body, no substance, no intelligence. You cannot hold fear in your hand. Fear is a thought, projected into the future, misusing your imagination. There are two kinds of fear. Natural fear protects life. It is instinct. It is wisdom. But abnormal fear, fear of failure, poverty, rejection, illness, or the future, is destructive. This fear is imaginary, chronic, and learned. It is reverse prayer. Job said it plainly, "The thing which I greatly feared has come upon me." Fear attracts what it dreads. Fear is faith in evil. The law of substitution. You cannot fight fear with willpower. The moment you say, "I will not be afraid," you have already focused on fear, and what you focus on grows. The solution is substitution. Your mind can hold only one dominant thought at a time. Faith and fear cannot coexist. When fear appears, do not argue with it. Replace it. Immediately. Fear says, "I will fail." You respond, "God is my partner. I cannot fail." Do this every time. Fear will return again and again, and you will replace it again and again. Eventually, fear retreats. You have rewired your mind. The fear of poverty. This fear paralyzes millions. But understand this, your security does not come from your job. It does not come from the economy. It does not come from money. Your security comes from you. A bird trusts its wings, not the branch. If everything were taken from you today, your subconscious would give you new ideas tomorrow. You are not wealth dependent. You are wealth producing. When you know the gold mine is within you, the fear of losing external gold disappears. Worry, interest paid in advance. Worry is a criminal waste of mental energy. It is paying interest on problems that may never arrive. Worry poisons the body slowly. It whispers to the subconscious, "Danger everywhere. Shut down solutions." The worried person runs in circles, instead of steering the ship. When worry appears, stop it immediately. Say out loud, "Stop." Then affirm, "This too shall pass. There is a divine solution and I accept it now. I relax. God is in command." Mentally place the problem on the shelf of infinite intelligence. Then let go. Solutions arrive only when tension leaves. Guilt, the silent executioner. Guilt is self-directed punishment. It is aggression turned inward. And the subconscious always enforces guilt. How? Through accidents, through losses, through illness, through self-sabotage. Understand this. God does not punish you. Life does not punish you. You punish yourself. Sin does not mean evil. It means missing the mark. When an archer misses, he does not whip himself. He corrects and shoots again. Remorse is not holiness. It is arrogance. Believing your mistake is greater than divine mercy. The ocean dissolves a drop of ink instantly. Forgive yourself. Then forget. The architect with bad luck. A gifted architect sabotaged success again and again. Every breakthrough was followed by illness. Why? Unconscious guilt. He had wronged his brother years earlier. His subconscious demanded punishment. Once he restored balance and forgave himself, the pattern vanished. Guilt was the anchor. Release it and the ship moves. Fear of other people's opinions. This fear enslaves. It forces you to live someone else's life. Remember this. Criticism hurts only when it agrees with your own hidden doubts. When you know who you are, opinions slide off you. Say, I answer to my conscience alone. Self-respect creates immunity. Fear of the future and death. The future does not exist. It is only the present. Delayed. Sow peace now, and peace must grow later. As for death, you do not have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. When the body changes form, you continue. Death is not an end. It is a transition. Fear dissolves in understanding. The ocean of peace technique. When anxiety overwhelms you, close your eyes. Imagine yourself immersed in an infinite ocean of warm, golden light. That light is divine love. Feel it entering every cell, washing away tension. Silently say, I am surrounded by peace. I am safe. I am protected. All is well. Stay there 5 minutes. The monster cannot survive the light. Prayers of liberation. To banish fear. God is my refuge and my strength. Divine love surrounds me. Fear is a shadow, God is the light. I walk in faith. I am free. For self-forgiveness. I forgive my past. I learned. I grew. I release all self-condemnation. I am accepted. I am free. The worried mother. Worry is not love. It is projection. When you fear for someone, you send them danger. When you bless them, you protect them. One mother replaced fear with blessing. Her son changed. Use your power to bless, not to harm. Final truth. Mental monsters are bullies. They attack only when you shrink. The moment you stand and say, I am the child of God. You have no power over me. They flee. This is your mind. This is your house. Choose who lives there. Fear, worry, and guilt are evicted. Faith, peace, strength, and joy move in. From this moment forward, you are the master of your inner kingdom. Chapter 7. The Hidden Meaning of Dreams. You spend 1/3 of your life asleep. If you live 90 years, nearly 30 of them are spent in the world of dreams. Do you truly believe that the Creator, in infinite intelligence, designed 1/3 of your existence for nothing more than rest? Is sleep merely darkness? An empty pause in life? A meaningless shutdown? No. To believe that is to waste one of your greatest powers. The ancient scriptures knew this truth long before modern science dared to touch it. The Bible declares, He giveth His beloved sleep. And in the book of Job we read, In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men. Then He openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. Listen carefully. God speaks to you in dreams. When the noise of the world fades, your subconscious mind awakens. Dreams are not random. They are messages. They are the night shift of your soul. While your body rests and your ego falls silent, your true self is released from the prison of time and space. It repairs. It builds. It explores future possibilities. It whispers answers your waking mind is too loud to hear. In this chapter, you will learn how to enter sleep like a king entering his private council, prepared to receive guidance, instruction, and solutions. Why we sleep, the metaphysical truth. Science tells us sleep repairs the body. Metaphysics goes deeper. You sleep because your soul grows weary of limitation. All day long, you live inside the narrow cage of the five senses, worrying about money, time, fear, pressure, survival. This constant friction drains your vital energy. Sleep is the return to the source. Just as a phone must be plugged into power, your soul must reconnect to infinite intelligence. During sleep, you dive into the ocean of the subconscious, a realm with no pain, no time, no resistance. If sleep is denied, you slowly lose contact with the source itself. But sleep does more than recharge. It solves problems. The night shift of genius. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. Controls your heart, lungs, digestion, every second of your life. Because it never rests. If you give it a task before sleep, it will work on it all night long. Many of humanity's greatest discoveries were born in dreams. Robert Louis Stevenson dreamed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Niels Bohr saw the structure of the atom in sleep. You possess that same creative intelligence. Your subconscious is the office of solutions. When your conscious mind hits a wall, when worry tightens its grip, the law of reversed effort activates. The harder you struggle, the further the answer moves away. The solution is simple. Delegate the problem to the night shift. Your subconscious has access to the universal mind. It sees intentions. It calculates probabilities. It already knows the answer. How to incubate a dream. Before sleep. 1. Relax completely. Forgive everyone. Resentment blocks guidance. 2. Speak to your subconscious with authority and trust. 3. Say, you know everything. Reveal the perfect solution clearly upon awakening. 4. Repeat a single key word, wealth, healing, clarity until sleep takes you. 5. Upon waking, remain still. The answer often arrives as a first thought, an image, or a sudden knowing. Persist. The subconscious always responds. The case of the lost will. A man once faced ruin. His father's will had vanished. Without it, his family would lose their home. I told him, your father is gone, but your minds are connected in the universal field. Your subconscious knows where it is. He practiced dream incubation. On the third night, his father appeared in a dream silent calm, pointing to an old coat in a forgotten attic. Inside the coat's lining was the will. This was not magic. It was subjective wisdom retrieving information already present in the field. Premonitory dreams, are they fate? Many ask, I dreamed of an accident. Is it destined? No, fate is not a stone. It is a direction. Your subconscious calculates future outcomes based on current habits, thoughts, and emotional patterns. A warning dream is not punishment. It is protection. When you receive such a dream, give thanks. Then consciously change the cause. Say, I cancel this prediction. I declare harmony, protection, and divine order. Change the inner cause and the outer effect dissolves. The language of dream symbols. Do not buy cheap dream dictionaries. Dream language is personal. Everything in your dream is you. A thief in your house? A fear stealing your peace. A house? Your mind. A car without brakes? Your life feeling out of control. Emotion is the key. Water often symbolizes emotion. Fire, purification or anger. Flying, freedom. Falling, insecurity. Do not analyze. Feel. Ask your subconscious, what are you showing me? The answer will arrive as intuition. Nightmares, friends in disguise. Do not fear nightmares. They are the subconscious raising its voice after being ignored. They release repressed emotion. If fear or hatred is buried during the day, it will surface at night. Recurring nightmares signal unresolved conflict. Forgive. Release. Before sleep, flood the mind with peace. Read Psalm 23 or 91. They are shields for the soul. Learning while you sleep. Your subconscious learns faster than your conscious mind. Study before sleep. Say, assimilate this. File it. Recall it tomorrow. Retention increases dramatically. An actor once struggled to memorize lines. I told him to stop forcing and start trusting. He slept with the script relaxed in mind. The next day, the words flowed effortlessly. Healing in the night. Sleep is your private hospital. Do not fall asleep complaining. Fall asleep commanding restoration. Visualize health. Say, tonight, my body rebuilds perfectly. Your internal pharmacy works best without conscious doubt. There are documented cases of people waking healed because the subconscious was allowed to work uninterrupted. Programming joyful awakening. Most people wake tired because they carried their problems into sleep. You can program your awakening. Say, wake me at 7 a.m. refreshed, joyful, and energized. Cleanse your mind nightly. I forgive all. I release today. I am at peace. Joy comes in the morning if you invite it at night. Final night prayer. Now I go to sleep in peace. I surrender all burdens to the infinite wisdom within me. During the night, I am instructed, healed, and inspired. Divine love wraps me like a blanket. I awaken in joy, clarity, and strength. Practice this, and I promise you, your nights will transform your days, and your dreams will shape your destiny. Chapter 8. Forgiveness. The gateway to grace. The ultimate therapy. Imagine this. You are trying to water a beautiful garden. You turn on the tap fully, yet only a weak, dirty trickle comes out. You check the source. There is plenty of water. So what's wrong? You follow the hose and discover a heavy boot crushing it flat. As long as that boot remains, no matter how much you open the tap, the water will not flow. That boot is resentment. The water is grace, health, wealth, peace, love, success, joy. You can pray all day, affirm all night, visualize endlessly. But if resentment lives in your heart, toward others or toward yourself, you are standing on your own hose. You are blocking the flow of infinite intelligence. In this chapter, we perform the most important operation of your life. Not cosmetic, not spiritual decoration, surgery. We remove the boot. Why most people fail at spiritual laws. Many students of mental and spiritual principles fail. Not because the laws don't work, but because they try to build a palace on rotten foundations. The Bible is direct. When you stand praying, forgive if you have aught. It does not say forgive later. It says forgive while you pray. Because prayer cannot rise through an atmosphere of hate. Forgiveness is not something you do for your enemy. It is something you do to survive. It is the only way to clear the channel so your blessings can finally arrive. The anatomy of hate, a mental poison. Let us strip forgiveness of sentimentality and see it for what it truly is. Mental and biological hygiene. When you remember an offense, your subconscious mind does not know it happened 10 years ago. For the subconscious, it is happening now. Instantly, your body reacts. Stress hormones flood your system. Blood pressure rises. Digestion shuts down. Your immune system weakens. You enter chemical warfare against yourself. This is not philosophy. This is physiology. A famous doctor, John Hunter, once said, "My life is in the hands of any rascal who chooses to make me angry." He was right. He died shortly after an outburst of rage. To hold a grudge is to drink poison and wait for the other person to die. They are free. They are living their life. You are the one bleeding internally. Resentment is an abscess in the soul. If it is not drained, it spreads to your body, your marriage, your finances, your future. What forgiveness is not. Most people resist forgiveness because they misunderstand it. Let us clarify. Forgiveness is not justifying wrongdoing. You are not saying it was acceptable. You are saying, I will no longer bleed for this. Forgiveness is not forgetting. You cannot erase memory, but you can remove pain. A healed wound leaves a scar, not agony. Forgiveness is not reconciliation. You may forgive internally and still keep healthy distance. Forgiveness is not becoming a doormat. Forgiveness is not weakness. Only the strong forgive. The weak cling to hate because it gives them identity. Forgiveness requires titanic inner strength. The mental surgery technique. Forgiveness is not a feeling. If you wait to feel like forgiving, you will die waiting. Forgiveness is a decision. Step 1, the rational decision. Sit down and declare, I decide to forgive name, not because they deserve it, but because I deserve peace. Step 2, the calculated blessing. You must wish them well. Why? Because the mind cannot bless and hate simultaneously. Say, I release you. I let you go. I free myself. At first, your ego will scream. Ignore it. Persist. One day, the words will feel true. That day, the abscess breaks. Healing begins. The acid test of forgiveness. How do you know you have truly forgiven? If their name triggers tension, bitterness, or gossip, you haven't. True forgiveness results in benevolent indifference. You feel nothing except mild compassion. The emotional charge is gone. You are clean. Self-forgiveness, the hardest prison. Often, the hardest person to forgive is yourself. Many people carry guilt for decades. A mistake, a betrayal, a failure. Guilt is cement poured over the door of grace. Listen carefully. God does not condemn you. Life does not condemn you. Electricity does not condemn you. Infinite intelligence is pure love. The only judge is you. You built a courtroom in your mind and sentenced yourself to life imprisonment. Dissolve that court now. You did the best you could with the consciousness you had then. Punishing yourself today for ignorance yesterday is madness. Learn, repair, release. The man with the ulcer. A businessman came to me dying from a bleeding ulcer. He hated his former partner, who had betrayed him financially and personally. I think about killing him every day, he said. I told him the truth. He is enjoying life. You are rotting. His hate was killing him. He chose forgiveness, not justice, survival. Within weeks, the ulcer healed. A year later, his business thrived. Forgiveness saved his life. Forgiveness and money. Resentment is a cause of poverty. Hate contracts. Wealth requires expansion. If you resent a past job, employer, or financial loss, you are chained to it. Forgive mentally. Bless what left. Say, I trust infinite intelligence to restore this multiplied. Money flows toward relaxed minds. Forgiveness raises your vibration. Forgiveness elevates consciousness. Dr. David Hawkins ranked forgiveness far above anger and pride. When you forgive, you rise. Accidents decrease. Opportunities increase. Forgiving people are magnetic. The burned letter technique. If the mind resists, involve the body. Write a letter. Pour everything out. Then write, I release you. I release myself. Thank you for the lesson. Burn it. Watch the past turn to ash. Never revisit it again. 70 times 7. Forgiveness is not a one-time act. It is a state of living. Clean your mind nightly, like brushing your teeth. Say before sleep, I forgive everyone. I sleep in peace. The door opens. When forgiveness is complete, grace rushes in. Prayers once stagnant move swiftly. Healing accelerates. Money flows unexpectedly. Why? Because the boot is gone. The hose is clear. Infinite intelligence can move through you freely again. Choose peace. Choose grace. The door is open. Chapter 9. Aging is a myth. Life is eternal. Society has hypnotized you. From the moment you opened your eyes, the lie was whispered into your mind. You are born. You grow. You age. You deteriorate. You die. They've told you that 65 is old. They've told you that memory fades naturally. They've told you that life has an expiration date. I am here to tell you, every word is a lie. You are eternal life itself. Aging is not a biological decree. It is a psychosomatic illusion. It is a social consensus that your subconscious has accepted without question. Life, the vital spark within you, has no age. Does electricity grow old? Does love? No. It is timeless. You are divine electricity and immortal love. The spirit carries no wrinkles. The mind wears no gray hair. Time does not touch the essence of who you are. Old age is not a curse. It is the dawn of wisdom. It is not the flight of years. It is the crowning of experience, the harvest of lessons learned, the rise of the hero in the story of life, the illusion of time. Time is a human invention, a tool to measure the Earth's rotation, to plan crops, to schedule society. But it has no power over life itself. Infinite intelligence exists in the eternal now. Your subconscious lives in today, not yesterday. When you see wrinkles in the mirror, you are seeing time acting on matter, not on the immortal you. Identify with your body, and you suffer. Identify with your mind and spirit, and you realize you are indestructible. Age is not in calendars, it is in your thought patterns. Science confirms it. Telomeres, the caps of our DNA, shorten with stress and worry. But joy, meditation, purpose, and vitality can lengthen them. Your mind literally commands your biology. Think, I am old, and your body obeys. Think, I am renewed, and vitality floods your cells. You are the master of your life. Welcome to the age of wisdom, the glory of years. Do not fight your years. They are not a burden, they are capital. Youth is strength without judgment. Old age is judgment without folly. Would you trade your mental peace today for the confusion, worry, and impulsiveness of your adolescence, just to have smoother skin? A wise person would say, no, old age is the best chapter of your life. It is when the hero finally understands the plot. The deadly trap of retirement. Beware the word retirement. In our culture, it often means, your usefulness is over. Go home. Fade away. The statistics are horrifying. Many men die within a few years of retiring, not from illness but from subconscious surrender. When the mind says, my work is done, the body obeys. Life shuts down. Do not retire from life. Change your activity, not your purpose. Retirement should be jubilation. A time to create, explore, learn, and serve. Woodworking, painting, teaching, traveling, mentoring, whatever awakens your fire. Interest is the true fountain of youth. Boredom is the real enemy of longevity. Spiritual neuroplasticity, your mind never ages. For decades, science believed the brain stops growing new neurons in adulthood. That is false. Your brain has neuroplasticity. It can form new connections until your last breath. I knew a 95-year-old man who started learning ancient Greek. He was razor sharp. He said, Dr. Murphy, I am so busy learning Greek verbs that I don't have time to die. Your mind is a muscle. Use it or lose it. Activity is life. Boredom is death. The case of the 65-year-old executive. A high-ranking executive was forced to retire. He came to me hunched, depressed, and convinced he was finished. I said, your company gave you freedom, not death. What did you dream of as a child? He remembered woodworking. He reclaimed his identity. 5 years later, at 70, he had a thriving business, looked 10 years younger, and walked upright. Purpose resurrects vitality. When you wake for a reason, infinite intelligence floods your life with energy. The lie of old dogs. Old dogs can't learn new tricks. Another lie. You are an infinite mind. Rigid thinking leads to a rigid body. Flexibility of mind preserves youth. Stay curious. Adapt. Listen to the young. Embrace technology. Bend like a tree in the storm, or break like the unyielding branch. The mental diet of longevity. Physical diet matters, but mental diet matters more. What thoughts feed your mind? Regret, bitterness, resentment? These are poisons that age your cells. Inject love, joy, laughter, peace, and enthusiasm instead. Surround yourself with youthful energy. Avoid the negative, the sickly, the mourners. The words you speak manifest your vitality. Choose wisely. Memory, gray hair, and symbols of victory. I'm losing my memory. No, you are losing attention, interest, and engagement. Feed your mind with focus. Affirm, my memory is perfect. Infinite intelligence reminds me of all I need to know. Gray hair? Wear it with pride. Silver strands are medals of experience. Each one marks survival, wisdom, and triumph. In metaphysics, white is purity, light, and high vibration. Your soul is shining. Moses, a model of vitality. Moses lived 120 years. The Bible says, his eyes were not dim, nor was his natural force abated. He was not a genetic Superman, he had a mission. Purpose sustained his body and spirit. Your body responds to the demand you place on it. Seek purpose. Serve a mission. Demand vitality. The universe will supply. Death, the illusion that ages us. Aging only terrifies us because we fear death. But death is not an end. It is a transition. You did not appear from nothing, you came from the unseen. Dying is returning home. It is shedding a heavy coat on a summer day. It is stepping from a dark room into a bright garden. Fear of death is ignorance. Know yourself as eternal spirit, and old age becomes a countdown to ascent, not to decay. The rejuvenating mirror. Practical exercise. 1. Stand before a mirror. 2. Look into your eyes, ignore the skin. 3. See the light within, the spark of your 5-year-old self. 4. Speak to it. I am eternal. I am young. My body reflects my vibrant mind. Do this every morning. Watch your posture straighten. Your eyes regain their sparkle. People will ask, "What have you done?" You look amazing. You will smile. I discovered the fountain of youth within my own mind. Your inner state will manifest physically. Claim your eternal youth now. Chapter 10. Awakening the Sleeping God, the Mystical Union. You are the king. Throughout this book, I have shown you how to use your mind to heal your body, create wealth, and harmonize your relationships. This is powerful, legitimate, and your divine birthright. But if you stop there, you have only tasted the crumbs of the banquet. You have learned the law, but not the lawgiver. You have learned to use the tool, but you have not yet recognized the master holding it. There is a higher plane of life than the mere manifestation of desires. There is a state of consciousness where you no longer need to ask for anything, because you already own everything. This chapter is about the supreme mystery. It is about the mystic union. It is about awakening the giant sleeping in the depths of your soul, while you've been playing with trivial toys on the surface. The final purpose of life is not just to be a millionaire or live in health. It is to awaken God within you, to recognize your true divine nature and infinite power. Who is the sleeping God? Humanity suffers from collective amnesia. Imagine a king who has forgotten who he is. He wanders the streets of his own kingdom, dressed in rags, begging for scraps, sleeping under bridges. He holds absolute power, yet he lives as a slave. You are that king. The sleeping God is not separate from you. It is your own consciousness of being. It is your I am. When you say, "I am John. I am poor. I am a doctor," you are limiting the infinite. You are placing a tiny mask over immense presence. Before any name, label, or identity, you simply are. That pure, radiant sensation of existence is God in you. Colossians 1 verse 27 calls it, Christ in you, the hope of glory. In the East, it is called Atman. Psychology calls it the superconscious. The name does not matter. What matters is that it sleeps in 99% of humanity, sustaining their lives while they remain oblivious. The symbolism of Lazarus. The Bible is full of psychological allegories. One of the most powerful is the resurrection of Lazarus. Lazarus is not just a man from history. Lazarus is you. He represents your dreams, hopes, and divinity, buried under the stone of fear, doubt, and material distraction. You are in a tomb. Your dreams have decomposed under the weight of disbelief. But Jesus, the awakened consciousness, the enlightened faith, comes to the tomb and gives 3 commands. 1. Take away the stone, remove doubt. 2. Lazarus, come forth, call your divinity to life. 3. Loose him and let him go, step fully into your power. Today, the voice of truth shouts at your tomb. Come forth, step out of mediocrity. Step out of self-pity. The God within you longs to breathe. The infinite wants to manifest through you. You must release the old bandages and step into the light of your own power. The practice of presence. How do we awaken this God? Not through noise, not through effort. He is awakened by silence and attention. Most people live outwardly, chasing the world. The mystic lives inwardly, even while acting in the world. This is called practicing the presence of God. It is constant inner focus. Brother Lawrence reached enlightenment, not by praying in a chapel, but washing dishes with love. You can do the same. While driving, showering, or walking, say inwardly, God walks with me. God thinks in me. At first, it may feel like imagination, but persist. You will feel a vibration, a subtle electric peace running through your spine. You will know you are never alone. The sleeping God is opening an eye within you. You become a beacon of light, a living manifestation of the I am, the burning bush of divine presence, the power of I am. Moses asked God, "What is your name?" God answered, "I am that I am." This is not simple grammar, it is the formula of creation. Every time you say I am, you are creating reality. The mystic uses I am in its purest form, without labels, without desires, without predicates. Practice this daily. 1. Close your eyes. 2. Quiet your senses. 3. Repeat mentally, I am, I am, I am. 4. Feel pure existence, formless, timeless, infinite. It is like floating in an ocean of white light. It is the ultimate medicine. Intuition, the voice of awakening. As your inner God awakens, you develop intuitive knowledge. Intuition is not guessing. It is direct downloads from infinite intelligence. You will sense danger or opportunity before it arrives. Know what to say without preparation. Feel guidance flowing effortlessly. Emerson said, "There is guidance for each of us. If we listen gently, we shall hear the right word. To hear it, lower the volume of the world." Fear shouts, intuition whispers. Learn to trust your hunches. They are the instructions of your awakened self. Mystic union, the ultimate goal. The final goal is union. It is the moment when your conscious mind surrenders to the superconscious, the I am God, and says, "Father, not my will, but yours be done." This is not weakness. It is partnership. When union occurs, you stop struggling. Life flows through you, not by you. The miracles become normal. Cosmic love flows freely. Loneliness vanishes. You realize you are connected to every atom, every star. You see God in nature, in people, even in enemies. Your life becomes a manifestation of divine order, love, and abundance. The dissolution of problems. When you awaken, problems dissolve. Debts, illness, and conflicts melt like mist in sunlight. Not because you fight, but because you rise above the level of fear and limitation. Einstein said, "No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it." Step into the I am. The small self cannot bind you. Seek first the kingdom of God within you, and all things are added. The spiritual elevator technique. When overwhelmed, 1. Sit and disconnect. Close your eyes. 2. Visualize a glass elevator ascending. 3. Pass floors of worry, conflict, identity, and limitation. 4. Reach the penthouse of radiant white light. 5. Step into the light. Feel yourself dissolve. 6. Repeat, I and the Father are one. 7. Return carrying that light into your life. This is your new power. The prodigal son returns. We are all the prodigal son, lost in the material world, chasing illusions. The sleeping God never judges. The moment you decide to rise, the Father welcomes you with the best robe, the ring of power, unconditional love. Awakening can happen this instant, today, as you read these words. Absolute security. When you awaken, fear of loss disappears. You cannot lose what you already create from within. Lose money? You create it again. Lose health? You regenerate it. You are anchored on the rock of eternity. Life's hurricanes may blow, but your inner house stands unshakable. You are the savior. Stop waiting for an external savior. Stop waiting for politicians, gurus, or miracles. You are the savior. The Christ is in your chest, waiting for your permission to act. You have the key to your kingdom. Prayer of mystic union. O infinite presence dwelling in my heart, I recognize that you are the only power and presence. I surrender my small ego to your immense love. Think through my mind. Love through my heart. I am one with the source of all life. Your peace is my peace. Thank you. You are the king. You have reached the last page. But this is not the end. It is the beginning. Until now, you studied the flight manual. You understood the controls. You memorized the map. Now it is time to take off. Sit in the cockpit of your life. Turn on the engines of faith. Ascend toward the life that is your divine right. You are armed with eternal truths. 1. You are the captain, your conscious mind commands, your subconscious executes. 2. You have the right to wealth, abundance is your divine circulation. 3. You have the inner healer, your body knows how to repair itself. 4. You have the formula of scientific prayer to call, accept, and give thanks. 5. You have the mirror of relationships, the world reflects your inner state. 6. You have the power of forgiveness. Resentment is poison. 7. You have wisdom from sleep. Guidance comes from rest. 8. You have eternal youth. Your spirit has no age. 9. You have the sleeping God. The I am is your ultimate power. The proof is in the doing. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. Do not merely read, apply. Test these laws. Your life is your laboratory. Watch miracles unfold. Your faith becomes unshakable conviction. Guard your sanctuary. The world is noisy. Old habits, fears, and complaints will try to pull you back. Do not allow it. You are awake. You are alert. You are the watchman of your own kingdom. Every negative thought, question it. Does this come from God or fear? Replace fear with truth. This is the price of freedom. This is the discipline of the king. The final declaration. Walk with dignity. Speak with authority. Act with confidence. You are not here to merely survive. You are here to express God daily, to create, love, heal, and expand the universe. If ever you feel alone, return to this book, or close your eyes and enter the silence. There you will find the companion who never fails, the eternal source, peace beyond understanding, the treasure within. The treasure was never in the book. The book was only a map. The treasure is you. Go forth. Let wonders follow your steps. The light of infinite intelligence shines upon your path. You are free to create, love, and be. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. Numbers 6:24-26. You are king. You are sovereign. You are eternal.